weekend do for y'all's confidence? So y'all were already pretty confident, but to win those last two games the way you did, what would that do for you guys?
That was a huge boost of confidence. Each weekend it's kind of been a little bit more boost of confidence, more, and this weekend really just skyrocketed us. And we have so much, swagger on the field, I guess, right now. And we have so much confidence in every guy who takes them out or steps in the box, and that unity has been our key.
You think Connor kind of solidified that Sunday spot?
I think he did a great job. Of course, as of right now, it's up to the coaches, but I think he did. When you give us a start like that against a team like that, after you go into their place and beat them, that takes guts, and that's what he did. He pitched really well for us and gave us a good chance to win.
How impressive was that for a freshman to do what he did, especially, like you said, the number one team in a rubber game like that?
That just shows that he's come a long way, since the fall. In the fall, he was making some mechanical adjustments and stuff. His mind was always there, but once he made those, his mind was right, and once he got a little bit of confidence going with those midweek starts, that really helped him take off and think he was untouchable.
Speaking of freshmen, Jake Mangum keeps providing a spark for this team. What's he meant to you guys?
When we lost, when Robbie's not playing right now, he's a little bit banged up, and we needed someone obviously to step up in that leadoff role, and he's come in, and I don't know, he's like 17 for his last 20-something. When you do that as a freshman and you come in and help our club like that, that's huge, and that's what championship teams do.
Why do you think he's been so successful here early on?
I'm not trying to do too much. He has a good plan every time he goes up there and sticks to it. He's always asking people for information, trying to get information. When he goes up there, he sees 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 pitches each at bat, and when you do that and have all that mental information, and you're able to not only have it for yourself but pass it on to the rest of the team, that's huge.
How comfortable are you now at third base? You seem to really kind of be coming into your own now that you have a lot of games under your belt.
Yeah, feeling a lot more comfortable over there. Still need to get better. There's a lot of routine plays that need to be made that I'm not making, but we'll figure those out. But I'm feeling a lot more comfortable over there.
At this point in the season, just how different is this year's team compared to last?
I think we're tied with our wins from last year in the SEC, and we're kind of making a joke about that on the way home on the airplane last night, and it's unbelievable. It's night and day. Every guy on this team is, they come out of the game for a pinch hitter, they're pulling for that guy immediately, and there's no selfishness. There's a lot of selflessness, and it's all about the win.
What happened to kind of flip that switch between last year and this year? Is it just more, I guess, team chemistry? Were you guys just tired of losing?
Yeah, I think just more team chemistry. Got a lot of new guys, and so had to get those guys acclimated. I think the older guys, like Brent and Jacob and Dakota, our 3 captains, I think they did a great job of helping those young guys, not to be freshmen, and help us be just as first-year players, and help us or help them believe they every time they get a chance they can help the team win, and all those guys have confidence. When it's their time, and they usually do a great job.
How much are you looking forward to this weekend, big crowds and everything?
Well, it's going to be fun. Yeah, got some family coming in, and we know we're going to have a big crowd. And Texas A&M, we're excited to play them.
How much did you know about Super Bulldog weekend and big crowds and all that before you came to Mississippi State?
Not a thing. I only spent 3 days in the South, and that was on my official visit before I made my decision. So,
what was it like the first time you got to play at the state on Super Bulldog weekend in front of the big crowds and things like that?
Oh, that was incredible. It was like one guy gets a hit. The first guy gets a hit and scores our first run of the game. It's like that place erupts, and it's crazy. It's a great feeling.
You had a walk-off hit that first weekend. What do you remember thinking back to that time? What was that like?
Oh, it's like I didn't really realize it until after. Just trying to see a pitch, and I remember just getting it around at first, and then all my teammates coming out, and I was jumping around and them trying to tuck my jersey and beat me, but it's fun.
Talk about newcomer pitchers. Ryan Rigby's giving y'all some innings. Just talk about seeing him and when he comes in there and shuts things down.
When he comes onto the mound, when Coach Johnson comes out for a pitching change, and he comes onto the mound, like his demeanor when he gets up there is like, it's kind of laughable. He just kind of, you're like, wow, this guy's, no one's going to hit his stuff. You just believe it right when he gets there, and his demeanor just says, nope, game over. And, he's been that way for us during the season. He's really picked a lot of guys up. He's picked us up tremendously when it's a close game, and I'm really proud of him.